Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I'm thinking on trying to get some kind of face-to-face. I'd like to, so many people have so many questions, and I understand my little niche of YouTube is small. I understand that, but we're all special. I got the special ones of YouTube, and on YouTube I can only say so much. There's only so much I can put out there. You know, one thing is we don't know who all's watching those YouTubes, and the other part is I do know some of the people that are watching. And so that's why I can't go into a lot of detail on a lot of stuff. So what I would like to do, my ultimate goal would to be doing a go-to-meeting type thing, whatever those things are called, conference call kind of thing, and do one of those things like once a month, and we could take a specific subject, and people can email me the questions, and then I can respond to all the questions, or we can do it at that time. I'll tell you, I'm much better on answering questions. As you already noticed when you watch my videos, it brings up a lot of questions. Yeah, I answer stuff, but there's also a lot of questions come up when I make a video. And I've got all the answers, it's just I can't share all these answers. And the thing is, when it comes to tactics, these are, I share tactics that I've used in the past. I've shared tactics that I use right now, and I even talk about tactics that I plan on using in the future. So I can't get in a lot of detail because like that. Like I say I am living in Central America. It is a dangerous place, and one of the I checked on there on who watches my videos, and in the United States I was shocked a lot from California. California, New York, and Texas, and North Carolina were the biggest ones, and then Florida, Missouri, then they kind of came in after that. But as of the foreign countries, I was shocked. There was Germany, United Kingdom, Netherlands, let's see, Australia. There was more, and one of the bigger ones was Guatemala. So I don't have that many friends down here, so I know. And here about maybe 4 or 5 years, I've been down here 10 years. About 4 or 5 years ago, I started letting people know what all I do besides natural health. And so I think those are the ones that have been catching me down here. And so I do know there are people that want more detail. Now, as you know, all of my stuff is based on self-defense. The closest that it would be the three-man militia. And even the three-man militia is self-defense. It's the militia protecting themselves from outside forces. And so it's not really offensive type stuff. It's how to defend your families and your local community. Now, so as long as we stay in subjects of self-defense, and you know my self-defense, people think my self-defense is kind of overboard. They said, boy, it's kind of extreme. How do you do you really think you would need these type of tactics? And I tell them all the same thing. Come with me. That's all you gotta do. Just come spend a couple, 2 or 3 weeks with me, and you will understand why I'm into this stuff and how I'm able to function down here and how I'm able to do all the stuff that I do. But like I say, this is a good testing ground because there's a lot of violence going on around here. And also, this tells me what's coming to the United States. And since I've got so many people from Europe and Australia and these kind of places, I think these, I hate to call them preppers, even though just about all of you are preppers of some degree. Like I say, I know we have a lot of military, but I believe everyone that watches my stuff knows we're in for a hell of a ride. And if you're down here where I'm at, you already know the ride has begun. And but like I say, I would like to do some kind of a go to meetings type thing where I can answer all of your questions. And like I say, I try, when I'm in the United States, I travel around, I say on my website, if I come to your state, let me know, and then I'll stop by and see. I have met so many people on my travels. But I tell you, it's getting hard for me to travel. I'll tell you, it's getting more and more dangerous. And all governments are tightening up on travel. I believe all governments know or feel, anyway, there's going to be a revolution. And there's a lot of unrest, at least through all the places that I go. And every place I go, everybody wants me to stay and help them get ready. And I'm not talking about getting ready to go camping. So this is serious times we're in. And like I say, there's only so much I can say on YouTube. And but I say I will answer just about all of your questions if we did some kind of a internet meeting kind of thing. And I would like to, we could even do Skype. Skype will be for smaller groups, and it'll be basically the same thing, like y'all be in one room, 4, 5, 6, 8 of you, however many you are in one room, and then you can ask me questions, and I say I'll answer anything. What I've had people email me, and what I've been telling everybody is you start watching my videos, and I know if you start watching my videos from nowhere, I know you think, well, he's a nut and he's coming up with stuff that, no way it works. But as you keep watching my videos, then you start putting them together. You see there is a system there. And but still, I know there's people that don't, I've got almost 500 videos out there. And they're not all public videos. Some are restricted, unlisted. In other words, you have to know where to find them. And a lot of those will be on the blogs that I make. I've got a counterterror blog. I've got health blogs. I've got all kinds of blogs. So there's information on blogs on how to get to these unlisted videos. And then I got some private videos, and the private videos are well, really, they make little sense to anybody just watching them. If you watch them out of nowhere, and you can't even stumble on them, you have to go to them exactly. And I think you have to be a YouTube member or something like that to get on there. I'm not sure how it works. But anyway, if you were to get on one of those and you saw it all by itself, you may think I'm a little crazy. But like I say, I am realistic. I do realize things happen. And I know things could happen to me. Even though I prepare as well as I do, and I do the stuff I do, nobody is invincible. And so that's why I've written 5 books. I've got some DVDs, but they're my own production. So in other words, you can only get them when I'm in the States. We don't have mail service down here, so I can't mail them out from here. And eventually I will, my books are on Amazon. Eventually I'll figure out how to get the DVDs on Amazon. And I'm thinking about making some CDs, and we're going to put those on Amazon too. So then at the same time, if I do relocate back to the States, or if I find some kind of connection where I can get some help up there where they can produce my DVDs and CDs and stuff like that, then I could be able to sell them from up there. But like I say, other than that, really YouTube is about the only thing that I've got to share my works while I'm down here. Now, I would suggest you look at my videos and you write down questions, and just have a sheet of paper and write down the questions. Probably wouldn't hurt if you write down which video made you think of that question. And probably if you start seeing enough of the videos, you will probably find an answer to that question. But it doesn't matter, because even if you don't, I'll be more than happy to go into more detail. Now, you also may have noticed lately I've been getting a little more personal. I've been sharing more of my Vietnam experience, and even though I've got some on was it crappy Vietnam War stories, I say some stuff on there. Still, that I don't get a lot of detail, but like I say, I really don't really want to share or talk about war stories. I mean, many people have many war stories, so it's no big deal. The only thing is, sometimes I will use a war story to emphasize my way of thinking, because I did learn a lot from Vietnam. And if you notice, I just don't come up with these weird, crazy, stupid ideas out of nowhere. I apply it to something that I've done in the past. Some of them I talk about, and I'll say it, that this is something I am thinking about doing. But most of the time, the stuff I've done, I will share a story with you to let you know why I think this and why this is the way I believe. And I know one of the things that really gets everybody is, like I say, there's very little firearms practice. I don't do that much firearms practice. Hey, we don't have guns down here. They're illegal. So you don't get a chance to practice shooting. So, but in my case, it doesn't matter, because like I said, if the gun fits your hand and it's good quality, everything is right, it's going to work the same way all the time. It just takes a little bit of practice. And really the main practice is just getting it going. And like I say, the guy that I shot in the street gang in Kansas in '07, let's see, it was 3 years since I shot anything out of a gun, of any kind of gun, and 2 years since I even handled a gun, since I had a gun in my hand. I picked the gun up when I went to the States. I picked the gun up, I put it in my carry, and then I went to the convenience store, and then I shot the guy right there on purpose. So, in other words, you don't need that kind of practice if you have the right weapon. and I catch a lot of heat on that. Just like the AR, I catch a lot of heat on the AR. And but like I say, there's a reason why I do this stuff, and I think this stuff, and I share the stories on why and how I came to that conclusion. But anyway, I want to answer your questions. I want to see you. I really want to see you. It'd be nice if I could do a face-to-face in person, but if not, we're going to have to do the next best thing, and that would be, like I say, either through meeting.com. Let's see, go to meeting.com, in which, like I say, I want to try to set up a monthly thing, and I will say on my website each month what we're going to talk about. And it'll probably be questions that people have emailed me and asked me all the time. And that's what I'll probably put on that. And I believe people can email the same time that we're doing this thing. So you can email questions as I'm doing this thing. And to practice, like I say, we'll be doing some Skype with small groups. I still want to be able to take your camera or the computer and move it around so I see who all I'm talking to. And like I say, because I want to try to make it as personal as possible, especially considering the situation. And like I say, there's much information I want to get out. And like I say, the stuff I'm into is really more than anything is tactics. And so I want to clarify a lot of the stuff that I talk about. I want to make sure you understand. Some of the stuff you can do, some of the stuff you have to have the right personality to get it done. So these are things that we need to talk about, and then I can get into much more detail. But anyway, keep me in mind. I will make another video once I know for sure we're going to be doing this go to meeting thing. But until then, if you've got your 3-man militia, invite your 3-man militia over to your house, and maybe they have some friends that have kind of been thinking a little bit about this militia type stuff, and you want more clarification, because my militia is a whole lot different than all these guys running around with guns. I mean, I want to make your militia really, really strong and powerful. And it's going to be the most powerful force in your local community. And the reason is what we talk about, morals. What makes the militia so good is they have morals, and they will stand behind it. And this is what we need to talk about. If I need to explain and clarify more, I will. And but like I say, so somebody that's maybe even thinking about a militia or stuff like that, invite them over. This will give you a good chance to network, get to know people and stuff like that. I find people every place I go, and I start 3-man militias every place I go. And this is something that you can be doing, and this would be a good excuse to even talk about this subject. Is just say, why don't you come over to my house? There's some crazy guy in Central America that wants to talk about militias, 3-man militias. Like, what good is a 3-man militia going to be? And then invite them over and we can talk. Okay, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.